profession, there is criticism on medical profession as well as the hospitals that we do unnecessary cesarean sections, and in this era, someone doing 80 plus percentage of or 85 plus percentage of deliveries, normal deliveries, is amazing and wonderful. And I congratulate you, Dr. Padmapriya, and your team for that great work. I think we are, as an institution, Global Hospital Group and Gleneagles Global Hospitals Group now, we are, from the day one, we set our targets doing evidence-based medicine and practicing what is right for the patient. I think something which we never deviated. Though as an organization we are very aggressive in bringing new technologies and innovations to our country. We are pioneers in many areas, whether it is minimal access surgery or multi-organ transplantation and many neurosciences or whatever, various multi-specialty innovations. We are really in the cutting edge. But at the same time, we never deviate from the evidence-based practices, and that's something which we will not do it for commercial purpose. Any procedure. That's our philosophy as an institution, and we will never force any doctor to do unnecessary procedures. That's something which, and we will not tolerate also somebody does it. That is something, our DNA. And as an institution, we started like that, we continue to be that, and will always be like that. And today, that the testimonies, Dr. Padmapriya has done largest number of normal deliveries in this day and age of too many. I was told in the last decade almost cesarean section incidence has doubled, whereas in Gleneagles Global Hospitals, obstetrics department, normal delivery is increasing. So that's something which is a great thing, and we are all proud of it. So I think we will continue to do this, and also as we have a uterine transplant, as an institution, we would like to be at some stage doing a uterine transplant and any new advances, like Dr. Selva Sitaraman is working on hand transplant. So we are always looking at building new programs all the time. That's our way of looking at it, and we will continue to do that. Again, once again, it's a wonderful job done by Dr. Padmapriya and his team. I wish them all the success, and in future, we are starting an IVF program for them, and maybe after that we will work on uterine transplant program. This is as a group we'll consolidate in one place as uterine transplant, because this is not something which we can do it like a renal transplant or liver transplant. Maybe as a group, whole India, we might. Because she's taking the lead, and we will, with the help of friends from Prague and other places, we would like to set up a uterine transplant program in our institution in Chennai, Gleneagles Global Health City. So with these few words, I welcome each one of you, especially our chief guest and our friend from Prague. Wish you all the best. Thank you.
Out of which our statistics say up to, right, Divya, 85% normal deliveries every month. So every month we achieve our target. This is on an average, but the last 2 to 3 months we have actually touched 90%, but we're just talking about average. Yeah. We keep competing with ourselves. So we say we have to compete only with ourselves. We have to keep putting ourselves to much higher heights. Across the globe, C-section rate is increasing due to comorbidities during pregnancy and the fear of pain during delivery. And we have a comprehensive antenatal care which ensures the nutrition, weight gain and exercise needed for the normal delivery. We monitor all the parameters closely right from the date of pregnancy confirmation. Our success is achievement of normal delivery in high-risk pregnancies. That's the main thing. High-risk pregnancies are straight away driven to C-section. For example, If the lady had a first C-section, we've attempted for a normal delivery the second time around. And our success rate is in par with the international standards of 30%. And then even in twins, seizure disorders in pregnancy, that's it. For us with Dr. Dinesh Nayak around, it's become so easy to deal with these women and then deliver them normally. IVF pregnancies, diabetes and hypertension during pregnancy, oligohydramnios, liver disorders in pregnancy, and so on and so forth. These are the women we have actually, I proudly say, we've attempted normal delivery and achieved close to 85 to 90% in these high-risk pregnancies. Most of our patients are high risk and we have ensured that they have had a normal delivery. Our motto is think normal even if you have the above mentioned high risks. High risk pregnancy is always multidisciplinary. We have the best multidisciplinary team in the city. As we've already said, we have a great surgeon, Dr. Selva Sitaram. Dr. Rajasundaram is walking in. He's a fabulous oncosurgeon. He helps us in all our gynec surgeries and is always there to support us. Dr. Dinesh Nayak sir is very supportive. And about the high-risk pregnancy, how do we deal about it and our services? We have round-the-clock blood banks. And we have radiology services, intervention radiology, Dr. Monish is always around. Anesthetists round the clock. We have a fabulous team of anesthetists, ICU facilities, neonatal ICU care, and of course senior obstetricians round the clock to handle such cases with close monitoring. We have a great OT team. Dr. Raji sister, we love you, and Rani sister has always been supportive to us. Yeah, we do get a lot of challenging and high-risk cases from the near and far-off places, and we have dealt with it with utmost care and expertise. We are the largest quaternary care in this part of the city, and we get many referrals from the nearby small hospitals. In my journey of 16 years, I have come across a lot of challenges, especially the 2015 floods. That was my biggest challenge. I had to work continuously for 96 hours to deliver 17 babies, but it's actually close to a week I did go home and I delivered close to 34 babies in that week's time. And even during those times, we managed to deliver these women normally with the basic amenities we had during that time. We have initiated the painless normal delivery program where women are more confident to go through labor, especially high-risk cases. We can proudly say we have created a center of excellence in obstetric care in the city and in your constituency, madam. We are helping obstetricians and gynecologists from small hospitals in terms of knowledge sharing and providing quaternary care to their patients too. We believe in inclusive working. We have a long way to go, more challenges to meet and evolve as the best team in the country. This is just the beginning of our long journey of our service to women. Respected Chairman, we need your blessings. We have bigger dreams and goals to help women in various gynec problems, and you know very well what we are talking about. And we need your support and guidance as always. Dear Madam, we will be creating a support group for MRK syndrome. These are women, as we discussed, born without uterus, and we need your help to create the same. We need, these people need a lot of emotional and medical care, and we want to provide the same to them. I would like to end by saying thank you one and all. Thank you very much.
To be able to give to my patients the same. So my birth story, I gave my second daughter, I gave birth to her here, Tanvi. She's 1 year and 3 months old. She's a beautiful child. And there was a few unfortunate events during her birth. That is, my elder daughter was diagnosed with appendicitis here, right here, when I came with labor pain. And ma'am stood by us like a rock. So she came to me and said, Vandana, you can do it. I was writhing with pain as usual and obviously pleading with her for epidural. But she said, no, you're a strong lady. You have to go back to your elder daughter in an hour's time. So you can do this. She put a doctor by my side. She put a nurse by my side. And just seeing her and just talking to her just helped me go through that difficult situation, both emotionally and physically. Not only that, she went to the OT with my daughter, my first daughter. She made sure we had the best surgeon, and it's very emotional, ma'am. Thank you so much for what you did, and I'm sure she'll do this for every patient. That is her commitment to her profession, and that's her passion. So thank you, ma'am. And I also should say that Global Hospital is also doing their bit, because I've been to their labor ward and state of the art, and you are giving her the best of technology, because a doctor like her deserves the best of technologies. So thank you, ma'am. As Dr. Divya said, thank you, ma'am, for inviting me, by the way. As Dr. Divya said, she is a role model. So may God bless her with healthy life and continue to inspire women like me. Thank you.
Sister is also a gynecologist, so but she is not in the country. So I was a little bit, when I got that suggestion from her also, she was so happy that at least your doctor is recommending you for the inducing labor. In this situation, when you have already passed your due date, you are diabetic patient, and in this situation, no doctor will allow. Even I wouldn't suggest you to do that. But and doctor is not aware of that. So okay, so I see she is suggested, and even for me also, doctor told me to get admitted earlier 1 week, but she listened my opinion also, like okay, I want to get admitted only on 25, and I would like to tell you, even I got admitted with angina only, and yesterday I totally lost the hope. I said I want cesarean, but then they gave me a painless delivery option, and we went with that trips and everything. And at one point, because of all 2 days drips and everything, I lost the consciousness, I would say, and I couldn't push. And then after that, even more than me, I mean, I lost all my hopes earlier itself, but that time doctor said no, I would like to take one more chance, and my eyes were totally closing, I was sleeping, and the doctor's team, they have delivered this baby and not me, I would say. So this was like in normal delivery, we are supposed to push, but doctor was so happy that
Look at me, I am hardly 48 hours, maybe 45, and I'm a mom. And it's really amazing and emotional to be up here today, because I think the moment I walked into Dr. Padmapriya's room, I knew, for me, first time mom, being an IT professional, 32 years old, the pregnancy definitely is a new experience and it would be challenging, but I think the moment Padmapriya ma'am saw me walk into the room, she knew I was a high-risk pregnancy simply because of the attitude that I carried. I questioned almost everything. I googled almost everything. I'm one of those people. But ma'am, honestly, I googled you as well. So I'm from Coimbatore. I'm not really a Chennai person, but I've been working in the IT industry for the last 10 years. And my husband David Rao has a lot of connections. His father is a doctor as well, and we had a lot of connections. But time is something that we cannot control, situation, something that we cannot control. And we living in this side of the city, all the doctors that we knew said it would be more advisable for you to find someone closer to you. And we were just lost. So I did what everybody would do in my position. I just googled it, and you know, pop comes Dr. Padmapriya Vivek. She's about what 2.5 kilometers away from me, and I was like, okay, this looks a little too good to be true. But what actually got my attention was the 350 reviews. For a doctor to be rated a 4.8 on Google with 350 reviews, that was like, okay, you know what, this is something worth trying. So my husband and I decided that we would come and we would visit. And my first visit to the hospital, I'm not someone who falls sick often, so I don't really see the inside of a hospital much. And it was just frustrating, the wait, the crowd. And the first time I walked in,
I was like obviously one, frustrating patient for doctor as well. But I was patient. I felt that okay, there's so much of a crowd to see her, so she's probably that good. And I questioned and doubted her almost every second. I would WhatsApp her and said, I think I even WhatsApped her once and said, I found a negative review. Is this something that really happened? And she always reassured me I was that kind of a patient. And she did highlight that I had GDM or signs of GDM in my first trimester. And I'm someone who cannot be told, you can't do this or there's something wrong with you. So I actually told her I don't want to see a dietitian or I don't want to go on medication. I'll control it with my diet. And for my family who knows me, they know that there's no such thing as a diet with me. So what happened was it actually accentuated. Every time I had to take a test, I would control my diet for those days and then the sugars would be low. But then in my third trimester when I had to take the GTT, the truth was out and high risk pregnancy, my GDM was really high. I started to panic because I was taking 2 grams of glycomet a day and I was also on insulin. The support system that we have today, wherever we go, is not very strong, especially because friends, family, colleagues, everybody is, very negative minded about hospitals, big doctors. They say you should go to a nursing home because you'd get, much better care there. Hospitals would train you, they would definitely do a C-section for you. And I think almost everybody made up their minds that I'm going to have a C-section. And, I've been Facebooking and asking for advice all over the place. But then I just decided that, I'm just going to close my eyes. I'm going to say a prayer, I'm going to trust my doctor. And I think that was the best decision that I ever made during my pregnancy.